It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Diablos and the Nighthawks on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Mexico City Diablos and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situations where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll set up to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pierce on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On third down, Tyson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. On first down, Hurts. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hurts sets up to throw it. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 3rd down, Tyson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st down, Tyson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this up to midfield. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. 4 yards the pickup, first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. York able to send this one through, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hurts. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got it. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Tyson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 27, Hurts setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Hurts. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts delivers another one to Pierce. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Diablos are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll set up a throw. Going deep here for Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, Tyson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Stephon Diggs, well over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Lamar Jackson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for our home team, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Hurts. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Micah Parsons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, Tyson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McLeod. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Handoff left side, Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Tyson. They find some open. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Tyson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Nighthawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Hurts. Open man right side is Shark. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Tyson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts delivers another one to Pierce. From the gun, it's Hurts. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.